Right, the folk, welcome back to another video beer review. Today with a beer coming out of Deya, and it is a collaboration with Odell Brewing, and it is IPA. Now, Odell, a classic name from the States, famously for their Odell IPA. Never got to try it myself, never had it. One day, I'm sure I will, hopefully. Yeah, for anyone who's OG in the game of craft beer, especially the Americans, they'll all know. But UK guys that know about Odell, then this is a bit of an interesting collab. So it's, I believe, for their 10th, Deya's 10th birthday. I can't believe it. It's 10 years. They have done this. So I'll read the can, give you more information. What better way to celebrate our 10th birthday than with a gorgeous, nostalgic-ish American IPA brewed with a brewery so close to our hearts. Odell have always been a strong inspiration for Deya, so it was an absolute pleasure to host Doug and Win at HQ and cook up a delicious, hop-forward, truly American-style IPA. Fucking talking my language when you say something is hop-forward. With pioneers of this style. This beer marries the two breweries' approaches to IPA brewing, a citrus, fruit-forward, juicy American IPA, which certainly looks to the past, but remains in the present. Hand-selected Simcoe, Chinook, Amarillo, and Comet. Oh, sex hops. Sex blend. Blend together to make a medley of classic IPA flavours and aromas. Citrus, pine, tropical, dank, while our classic house yeast esters bring the beer all together. Cheers to Doug and Win, who answered an email 10 years ago and facilitated an incredible, I think that's supposed to be, learning experience. Don't know. Anyway, please keep this can refrigerated, which it is, has been, to preserve the flavour of the profile intended. Unfiltered and pasteurised, unfined. And it has all their carbon footprint per litre. Well, I find that stat mad every single time I see a can. Zero. 6.5% ABV, so proper IPA sort of ABV. Is it going to be like a West Coast style? Don't know. I'd suggest maybe, which I wouldn't say Deya really do. I haven't had a beer from Deya for some time. Haven't had a lot of beers from Deya for some time. Had the Something Good 18, I didn't rate that too highly. This isn't looking the most West Coast, to be honest with that, but it is of course unfined. And quite clearly heavily hopped. So yeah, it doesn't look the most West Coast, so there we go. I seem to think Odell IPA would be a bit clearer than this, but I could be wrong. The aroma is interesting. What's the canned on date? 5th of August 25. So it's now November. And it does have that kind of faint aroma of a beer that's had a bit of age on it, but not. It might not be because it's been in the can. It might just be because it's styled more towards the West Coast. And I think it does smell like it's styled more towards the West Coast, but it looks more like a non. Yeah, fruity kind of tangerine. Small school drummer bass on. Fruity tangerine, kind of like pineapple cube sort of note. There's a kind of black tea, herby sort of note about it as well. Bit of a hedgerowy, estery notes. We'll dive in. Cheers. That's a beer of yesteryear. Very much a beer of yesteryear. I don't think it's got can age taste on it. That's what beers used to taste like. That's nice. That's what West Coast IPAs taste like. Doesn't look like one, so it gets negative marks for that. But in terms of flavour, I love the little spiciness Comet gives you, and it just takes me back. Kind of juicy pineapple, a bit of a mango note, quite soft though, not too much like a honeydew melon maybe. A bit of a passion fruit, nice and little bit of dryness, a little bit of spiciness, and that black tea note as well coming in. That's really nice. Proper old school sort of taste. Something I haven't had for a while. Happy with that. Really happy with that. Solid. Could easily have a few of them as well. One of those sort of beers. Deya and Odell. IPA. If you do see it about, there's not many cans of this knocking around nowadays. I picked it up from Rad Beer. I was quite fortunate to get a can. It tastes absolutely fantastic. See you next one. You take care. Goodbye.